Yo, what up? You are now listening to a brand new episode of Behind the Baller podcast. My name is Ben Baller, not Ben Humble. Yes, I'm back on my bullshit. I'm still the Korean John Cusack, an old boy put into one washed up man. Listen, man, put some motherfucking respect on my name. I'm talking about the OG Korean Odesu, all right? The real old boy. Not that Spike Lee trash ass remake. Ladies and gents, we got a great show today. I got a real true hustler from Philly who goes by the name Omi the Hellcat. He's a fucking beast. And he tells some stories, some crazy shit. Stories he's never told on the internet before. I'm going to chill on the COVID-19 talk because there's a curve. Is that curve going down though? Nah, I'm fucking with you guys. Look, man, check it out. I was low-key jealous to see my boy KP, who lives in Hong Kong. He posted a video of him walking through the streets of Kowloon, right? And people are out and about, walking around, right? And we're fucking sitting here quarantined. 90% of the people on the street were masked up. But he told me that, karaoke bars and nightclubs, regular bars, some other shit ain't open. But I mean, look, they're back to work. They're back cracking, right? There's motherfuckers on the street looking like it didn't look like, a typical Hong Kong day where it's crazy. But I mean, it was, I miss Hong Kong, by the way. But listen, Hong Kong held it down, okay? They locked their borders for real. Not this little fake ass essential, they locked their shit, all right? No planes going in. Now, fuck this. You can't come inside, all right? Nobody's going in. Nobody's going out. If you are a real Hong Kong resident and you want to come back in, you need to take a mandatory minimum 14-day quarantine in a state facility. If you do not live in Hong Kong, you're still on some tourist shit, they ain't letting you in, all right? And they got their numbers down really low. Their curve they hit the curve hard. This shit is low. We're behind them by a bit, all right? And you know what? They didn't get started super early. I know they're right next to China, but still. Another country that did that is New Zealand. New Zealand did the same thing. They did a true lockdown. No planes flying in, and they wasn't fucking around. They wasn't playing that bullshit that we played over here. They got like 29 fucking infections over there. All right. Meanwhile, I don't want to say our numbers because, how I felt about China, I'm starting to feel like our numbers are hella off too here in the USA. We ain't even testing like a lot of folks in LA County, really, but I think a lot of folks are staying at home too, so that's one reason. But still, man, a shit ton of people are in the streets. Way too many people on the streets. So we'll see, man. I don't know. I think we got a good chance to go back to work by June or July. Now, check this out. When I say that, I'm not saying that shit is sweet again, right? Motherfuckers can't just sit down at a restaurant things. There's going to be a lot of, precautionary things that we had to do. But I think that you can go and buy some shit. I think it's going to be interesting, right? But will life be back to normal by then? No, not a fucking chance. I don't think we'll actually get sports for a long time. No concerts. That's for sure. That postponed. How Coachella was postponed. Yeah, that shit's canceled. That shit ain't coming back, man. Movie theaters are claiming bankruptcy, and that fucking sucks because I can't imagine my kids being teenagers growing up later and not having a movie theater, like take a girl to movies, for a date. That's fucking classic, man. I think social distancing will be the new norm. All right. Which brings me to this. What the fuck do people who want to get laid do? Like, there's some horny motherfuckers out there, right? Girls posting thirst traps on Instagram and whatever. Like, I mean, look, I got some home COVID-19 tests coming, and these are like the quick result ones, right? I don't know if they're 10 minutes something, but they're quick, right? And I know there's motherfuckers out there that can't wait to get their smash on. But like, you got a 23-year-old bad bitch, young, right? You got a hustler out there who's ready to fucking spend and whatever. Both been quarantined. They both ain't got no shit to worry about. I mean, and they want to get it in. I guess they could look at, man, if they didn't have the COVID tests, I guess they could fuck with a condom, right? It can't be passed through sex. They could do oral sex. you just can't eat no ass and you can't kiss. So I don't know about y'all, but kissing's what bring the passion into sex. Anyways, man, I don't know. I just was thinking about that shit. Yeah, it's going to be a minute before shit gets back to normal. But I do think that we may fuck around and be at, in the streets and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be real weird how we do this, but the social distancing, the other things until we get a vaccine, it's going to take a while. We going to be living this kind of awkward life for, possibly a couple years, right? But anyways, happy Passah to my Jewish family and my Jewish friends. That's happy Passover in Hebrew. I don't know how the hell Seder dinners are happening and how they happened last night and going on for this Passover, but fuck it. The other night on my Instagram Live, I was rocking a Jewish tribute Dodgers hat that I got on Jewish Appreciation Night at Dodger Stadium. That was not a custom-made hat, you fucks. That was an official New Era with the Israeli flag on it, and I was getting messages and comments on my fucking Instagram Live and DMs from Middle Easterners who were talking shit. Like, yo, man, why you wearing that hat? You know how fucking disrespectful this is? Why this hat? Why that? Listen, you stupid fucks. I have actual Jewish family. Yes, like my actual blood family. Relax and shut the fuck up. Back to Passover and family and Jewish people all over the world. I guess everyone is just dealing with their Passover dinners and everything and the situation in a totally new way, because we're living in history right now with all the shit that's happening. This is fucking history, period. And then exactly the history I want to be a part of, but it's what can we do? We ain't got no choice. I can't wait to get back to normal. I can't wait to get on a fucking plane and just be the fuck out of here and do some work somewhere else. Take my kids with me, where the fuck it is. To be honest, I hit platinum status on my hotel rewards at the end of the year, the calendar year, right? So I was looking to fucking use that shit and flourish. And I traveled a little bit in January, but then, hold on, look, man. For all you motherfuckers are mad about my rewards, you out here, you're listening to this show right now and you're gritting your teeth and you're giving me that, listen, you could eat my dick, all right? I spent my hard-earned grind and sweat to get to that level, all right? So I want to flourish in my hotels and use my points and shit and everything, right? Without being judged. Fuck you guys. So anyways, I called my hotel brand and I complained and they blessed me. They extended my shit to 2022 when that shit would have expired in January. And who knows if we could even fucking travel in January, right? I don't know. But thank you. For security reasons, I won't be disclosing my preferred brand of 5-star lodging. What else, man? Dana White, right? President of UFC. He says the UFC will happen next weekend, right? Not this weekend, not this upcoming weekend, tomorrow's Friday, not then. Next weekend, he is trying to lock down a private island in the USA for the event. It kind of sucks because I would have watched it if Khabib was involved, because Khabib was supposed to be the headline fight for this upcoming UFC thing. And but obviously Khabib's been training in his homeland, so he can't get into the country because of what's going on with COVID-19, and there's no fucking way they're gonna let him in right now, especially with the crew and shit. But anyways, it'll be interesting because it's pay-per-view, and a lot of folks are feeling this recession and the pandemic economic fucking meltdown. So let's see what the numbers are. I would love to see what the pay-per-view totals are after this weekend. After the UFC fight. And I won't be watching that. I'll be watching the new Trolls movie for sure, though. All right. I gives a fuck about the UFC, but it's the only sports we got for the time being. In regards to the UFC fight, there won't be any fans. And to be real, the effects of mixed martial arts and a crazy raging crowd don't go hand in hand to me, right? Even in boxing, I don't know, man. Something about fighting is just different. Like, it's not like football or basketball when you fucking need that shit takes toll. Yeah, in the box you could hear, fucking Ali, Tyson, whatever the fuck it is. It's just, I don't know, man. But in mixed martial arts, I don't really like it. That's just not what, and I've been watching this shit since the beginning. I don't watch it recently, but I see the highlights and stuff. It ain't like The audience plays a big role. So I don't think you need fans for UFC. So we'll see how that goes. But now on to baseball. Bleacher Report wrote a story about Major League Baseball possibly coming back by early summer, okay, with the possibility of practice happening as soon as May. That's next month. Motherfucker, the peak will still be in fucking May. All right, what the fuck are they talking about? Anyways, they're talking about having games only in the state of Arizona. I'm thinking I misread this shit, but I didn't, because I've asked other people, and like they'd be playing in like 10 different stadiums in Arizona, like with college and whatever, and there'd be 7-inning games. There'd be like back-to-back games, 7 innings, like social distancing, no fans, no family, nobody sitting in the dugout. Like, this is the craziest shit I ever heard in my life. There's going to be an electronic strike zone. Bruh, so you try to tell me there's no umpire? Like, that ain't fucking baseball. All right? And I spoke to one of my boys who actually starts for the Dodgers, and he said, yo, that shit ain't happening. We ain't doing that. Like, straight up, that's as much as he had to say to me. And I agree, and I'm not a fucking professional baseball player. I'm not, I watch baseball and I'm a casual fan. But I know enough about it. I played the game. But that would put a crazy asterisk in the history books, right? Like, just, it wouldn't be fucking baseball. This shit's just crazy. But keep it on topic of baseball. My brand new Topps card has just came out. The second edition of the 20 Topps cards I designed just dropped today. My second card dropped today. The artist proof is already sold out, but there are some regular editions left. My second card is Chicago legend Frank Thomas of the White Sox, aka the Big Hurt. I really threw that Ben Baller touch to this card, right? Like, I was like, nah, fuck that. There's a certain aesthetic that I'm trying to stay on, but I came with that gangster shit, right? The motherfucker got the Figaro chain around the thing and Chicago skyline back there. It came out dope as fuck. And I can't wait to reveal the remaining 18 classic redesigned rookie cards that I did for Topps. When this coronavirus shit does, like, when the coronavirus dies down, the cities I want to hit for autograph signings are Houston, Chicago, Seattle, and New York. Hobby shops have been hitting my manager, so this is going to be fresh as fuck, because I got crazy love for all those cities, right? I got stupid love for all the cities I mentioned above. And with the exception of Houston, I've actually had an apartment in each of those cities, right? But one city we're about to talk about is Philadelphia. I wish Geno's or Pat's made a chicken Philly, but I guess that's just disrespectful to the culture. I mean, any of my followers, listeners from Philly, they got to be right. It's got to be some followers from Philly. Does Geno's or Pat's or anyone on State Street, do they make a chicken Philly cheesesteak? Anyways, we got my dog, Omi the Hellcat, on the pod today. He's fucking insane, and his car game is crazier than mine, and he came from the mud. Miles, can you hit me with something light? Yeah. Yo, what up, Lakey? All right, we'll be right back with Omi. Yo, what up, people? Guess what? We have a new company endorsing us. Bespoke Post, aka Box of Awesome, is an official sponsor of this Behind the Baller episode. I've partnered with Bespoke Post to give all my listeners 20% off your first box. Bespoke Post is the kind of service everyone needs. Every month, subscribers get to choose a themed box of awesome, filled with unique items. From style and grooming gear to items for your home and outdoor gear. Examples of products include barware, whiskey barrel aging kits, weekender bags, and outdoor hammocks. Perfect for a lazy day in quarantine. Box of Awesome has been carefully building collections from the kind of products you wouldn't find in most stores or even on Amazon. On the first of each month, they will send you an email listing of what is going to be in your box, and you can switch or skip if the box doesn't appeal to you, and you won't be charged if you skip. Plus, you can cancel at any time. New boxes are added regularly for you to choose from. and it's also easy to gift. To try it out, all you got to do is sign up for free. Take the quiz on what you like and don't like, and Box of Awesome will handpick your first box on the spot. Best of all, every box is packed with over $75 worth of gear inside, but it only costs you $45. So that is a ton of value. As a bonus, you'll get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code BALLER20 at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code BALLER20 for 20% off your first box. Yo, man, you are listening to Behind the Baller. We got a very special guest today, man. We got a car lover. We got a food lover. We got my boy Omi, the Hellcat, on the show. That's how you pronounce your name, Omi, right?
Yeah, Omi.
Okay.
Yo, so many people put the N in it. Omni, Umi, Ami is Omi.
Yeah. So we got Omi, the Hellcat, on here. Hey, bro, we're real quick. Where were you born and raised? Where are you from?
I was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
So you a Philly
raised
boy?
in Philadelphia. Yep.
You a Philly boy? North Philly, or what are you like?
No, North Philly. Badlands.
Yeah. Okay. As long as you ain't from Germantown. No, I'm playing with you, man.
Yo, I'm like a couple blocks from there.
Okay, so Omi, the Hellcat. How'd you get your name, bro? If you don't mind me asking.
My name together is Bilomar. So, in Spanish, they was calling me Omi, short for Omar.
Know what I'm saying? How'd you is the Hellcat from the SRT8, or is that from?
Yeah. I was one of the first ones in Philly with a Hellcat. So everybody just people that didn't know me were just calling me Hellcat. The bull with the Hellcat. The bull with the Hellcat.
Okay. And you Puerto Rican, right? You Boricua?
Yeah, I'm half. I'm half Puerto Rican, half Dominican.
Oh shit! You got the best of both worlds, man.
Yeah. My dad's Puerto Rican and my mom's Dominican.
That's what's up, dog. All right, so man, let's just start this off real quick, dog. Can you do me a favor? Can you tell the people what your profession is by trade? Like, what do people know you as, and what is it like? Because I have a couple of jobs and a couple of businesses I do, but like, what's your profession by trade?
So the first thing I've ever did was, I started off young doing contracting with my dad. So people first knew me as a contractor. Then from contracting, I wanted to do something different, and I stumbled upon the development world of Cody. Through Cody, came up with an app. They made millions and millions of dollars. So people knew me as in the developing world as. See, people get confused of who I am because in the development world, I was targeting 1080p. That was an alias of mine.
Right.
So people who know me, people who still see me now, they're like, "Oh shit, that's Target." And then people are like, "Who the hell's Target?" That's Omi. So I try to keep the YouTuber side away from the developer side, away from the construction side. So, you know what I mean?
Oh, trust me, dog. I mean, there's people who know me as K-Town. There's people who know me about. I mean, I've been Ben Baller a really long time, but I mean, I'm older, and I get it. I understand.
Yeah, so I try to keep everything away from each other, but everything wound up biting me in my ass.
So you so where your real money came from before YouTubing is from tech.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. And then, exactly again, break it down, dog. So you made, what kind of app was it?
So, at first, I stumbled upon, I was selling DVDs, just through Facebook and just running around the streets. Like, I didn't want to sell drugs. I just came out of jail in 2012. And I'm like, yo, I can't go back to the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, bro. What the fuck? Stop. Wait a minute. What the fuck? What'd you go to jail for, dog?
Oh, so listen, I went to jail so my dad had a heart attack. It was some bullshit. My dad had a heart attack. My dad told me, yo, keep this house, fix it. And, I don't want your sisters to have it. So I wound up fixing the house, fixed it up real nice. My dad wound up getting better. And then me and my dad got into a dispute, which led to him saying that I beat him up, which was never true. Me and my dad didn't speak for years over it. But, we finally went back around to it, and I went to jail. I was on probation, by the way.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was on probation for selling dope. And I'm like, you know what? I sat in jail for 4 months off of a lie. So after that, I'm like, I don't ever want to come back to jail again,
Right.
So,
hey, if you don't mind me asking, dog, because I'm just, dog, I used to push.
No, you can ask whatever you want.
So I'm asking, like, what kind of drugs was you pushing, bro? I want to know, man.
I started selling crack early. Like, my whole childhood. I did 2 years juvenile, running back and forth. Then, started with heroin,
Damn.
which, yeah, so like, I stopped selling heroin in 2010. I couldn't do it anymore. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever smoked crack before?
Nah, believe it or not, bro, I've only tried weed a few times. I've never did any type of drugs ever.
Oh, shit. Because I've done everything.
Never.
The only thing I've never done was heroin because everyone says that's the Rolls Royce of drug. You know what I'm saying? You do that shit, it's a wrap. I just was scared about, obviously overdosing. So,
Nah, never. I started drinking at the age of 30. So I never done liquor, never drank liquor, nothing.
damn.
I went to a club like 3 times in my life before the age of 30.
Damn.
You know
So,
what I mean?
listen, how old are you now?
I'm 33.
Ah, damn, you're so young, man. You're 33. Okay, so you was in the tech game. You moved a little bit of weight. You was getting into trouble, whatever. So you're getting your shit straight.
Yeah, but I've always been a good person. I just, I needed to get money. So no. But people think that I was like some big fucking
like drug lord or
like
something.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad was. I was a little fucking nerd who was like, yo, fuck it, I'm gonna dip and dabble in it and try to make some money. You know what I mean? But when it came to the street side, I just couldn't do it anymore because it takes a certain type of lifestyle.
Fam, real talk. And there's never been a happy ending ever in the history of a long-term career in crime. It's just not in the streets. And
people be like, oh, well, you a pussy. You ain't about that life. I'm like, listen, I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing 30 years in jail.
Yeah. So you got kids, right?
Yeah, I got 5 boys.
Damn, you got 5. All same mom or nah?
No, I was with the one girl for 6 years, and then, my ex-wife, and then, I wound up having another kid on her. So that's my divorce.
So sorry to me to laugh, doc. Okay, so you got 2 baby moms.
No, I got 3.
Oh, you got 3. I'm sorry, because you said you got married once. Okay.
Remember.
So, real quick, homie, man, let's dip dive right into the motherfucking cheese. Let's get right into it, dog. Like, I just found out about you 6 months ago, right? One of my boys, Nelson, is a big fan of yours. And I don't really follow any YouTube shit regardless and whatever. We'll get into that in a little bit. But, homie, like, let's speak on the situation that happened recently with you, bro. Like, why did the feds seize your personal belongings, dog?
Okay, so they seized my personal belongings, number one. They claimed copyright infringement, which I wasn't doing. You know what I mean? Because copyright infringement means, had movies on servers, and which I didn't. Now there's an unfiled claim, which I just found out about because I was trying to hire this one attorney, and he says, I can't work on your case. And, he was the perfect guy for the case. He said he couldn't. He said, my case is 100% beatable, but he couldn't work on the case because, he works with Comcast, and there was an unfiled claim by Comcast to the FBI that claims that, that I was, infringing on their copyrights, which is kind of weird because, Comcast is owned by NBC, and everybody in America has access to those channels for free. NBC, ABC, because those are over-the-air channels.
Yeah, they are. They're just basic television, yeah.
Yeah, so anybody has free access to those channels. So, I seek counsel, and I asked him, is there any way that I can do this? And he says, streaming is not part of the act of the Copyright Infringement Act. So it's a gray area, but it's not illegal. And, there's loopholes built into taxes, and which, everybody takes. Loopholes are meant to go through.
Right.
And, I went through this loophole for 4.5, 5 years, and, they finally, I finally got into somebody's pocket, and it says, he's making too much money. Enough is enough. And they came and they seized all my, and the crazy part about this whole situation is that they tried to hit me with money laundering, and I only had 4 bank accounts.
Right.
Never had an offshore account, never stuck money in other people's accounts. And so, money laundering's out the window. Tax evasion, which is crazy because I've never gotten a letter from the IRS. They were in all my emails. So they seen that I was attempting to pay the IRS. And not only that, I hired a new tax attorney. And, he reached out to the IRS 2 weeks before they came. And he asked the IRS, are you guys after my guy? And they simply replied back, which we have everything. No, they weren't after me.
Okay.
So, and then they come after me, which makes the biggest, that's the biggest.
I'm going to be real with you. If you have a tax attorney, and this is for everyone out there, I mean, I got a very wide array of fans and listeners. I got people that are out there that are mostly, decent, regular, chill people. I got people out there that are hustling. I got people out there that do whatever. I got some people who I'm sure cheat on their taxes. If you have a tax attorney and he has a relationship with someone at the IRS and they're talking directly, it's real rare. If a person says, nah, we're not after you, they will tell you that it's just in their best interest. It's good for everyone, all parties interested. So that's weird that they said they weren't and then they came. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, but then, when the IRS came, I said, wait a minute. Before, like, as soon as they came to my house, I said, wait a minute. I just spoke to you guys. You guys said that, there was no, you guys weren't after me. And his simple words were, well, that's the other department of the IRS. We're the other side. I'm like, you guys don't disclose that shit. We have the facts coming back from the IRS saying that they weren't after me. So I'm like, you know what? Since they aren't after me, and it's crazy too, because my tax attorney was like, Omar, go put $4 million in my escrow account this week, and we're going to handle the IRS. And you know what I did? I told them, listen, man, I'm going on vacation. I only went on vacation once last year and once this year. I don't get out of the country. I don't do much. I sit at home all damn day. I'm going on vacation. And he said, go ahead. We'll handle it when you get back. And when I got back, which is really crazy, because if you look at my Instagram, when I got out of my hotel room, I think the FBI wanted to make sure that I was there. So the whole entire New York City Department cops were there at my hotel. So you went
to vacation in New York City?
No. I went to Dominican Republic.
Okay,
right?
okay, yeah.
So the reason why they came is because I said that I was buying a penthouse in Dominican Republic. So when I landed in New York, the cops were there waiting for me. And they're like, oh, yo, we're big fans of yours. I should have smelled it. I know it was bullshit. Right. Anyway, I take a picture with them in front of my hotel because, I stay at a nice hotel. So they all take a picture with me, and I leave to the club. Then I come back to Philly the next day, and then 2 days later it happens. But if you look at my Instagram, you'll see me taking a picture with all the cops right before they came.
I mean, it's crazy. You mean they're plainclothes or actually in cops?
No. Actually, NYPD.
Okay.
They were reporting back to the FBI that I was there.
Fucking weirdos. So question, man, listen, and I will tell you this, I don't know if your tax attorney has told you, look, man, you could owe 50 million, you could owe 20. If you're making payments to the IRS, they won't come after you, dog. Period. It's simple as that. I know it sounds crazy.
Listen, I'm going to get on a payment plan with them. Like, they seized, when I tell you they seized everything, man, they went as far as taking my Pelotons, man. They snatched,
I mean, they're $2,000 bikes, so I guess, they are worth money, right? So, I mean.
Yeah, but like,
it's petty. It's petty, fam. I know. Trust me, it's petty.
You know what I mean? Like, listen, they didn't even take TVs in LA, because this was a multi-state bust.
Okay.
It was a multi-state bust.
Did they come in, like, how many feds came to your door? Like, when the main bust?
Okay, so my house was about over 30 officers.
Jesus Christ.
And in New Jersey over here, in the house that I'm in now, in New Jersey, there were over 50. And they had to have over 20-something tow trucks there because they were hauling my cars away in rotation.
Now, my question is, everything was legitimate. So how did you, so question, where are those cars now? Are they still in federal possession or are they?
They're federal possession, and they actually posted them on a forfeiture website, which, we just responded to because they,
they can't auction. They can't auction cars.
But we had 30 days to appeal it, and we appealed it. Right now we're just waiting on the judge to decide whether he wants to, release my things back to me or if he wants to keep them in possession. Right now, I'm not charged with anything. Right now, they're just building a case. They're trying to, at least.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And
let me ask you a question, dog. How do you maintain to be so positive still? You still hit me up every day. We're on I know we're quarantined, but you're still happy. You still talking shit. You laughing. You making jokes.
Bro, you know why, man? Like, I'm so in tune with myself and God that whatever's gonna happen is already written out for me, and I know that at the end of the day, good people will always overcome certain situations. So like, I try to remain positive. I do the right thing. I always, I don't fuck around with people. I may, laugh and talk shit here and there, but, at the end of the day, my dad told me right before he died, he said, just be happy and whatever's meant to happen is going to happen. This is either going to make you or break you. And you know what? It's not going to break me, but it's making me in a sense because I'm happy that this happened, honestly. I want to thank the federal government, by the way, because this is probably the best lesson that I've ever had in my fucking life. You know what I mean?
No,
Not
for
many
real.
people can reach. Not many people can reach the success that I've made. You know, over $50 million, and you know, just the success, the money, and I didn't handle it the right way. You know, whenever somebody says that, you know, money doesn't change you, and it completely changed me. I was a person who stood at home all day on a computer to, at 30 years old, started partying, you know, living a lifestyle, having sex with all models, treating my wife different, leaving my wife, and then ultimately, you know, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. You know, money does change.
Money didn't change me because I've always been the same dude. It just accented my lifestyle.
No, but you see, it's different with you because, you know, you upgraded decade after decade. You've been in this shit for decades, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for somebody who was dirt poor, and then to make $1 million in 5 months, you're like, wait a minute, I just made $1 million in 5 months.
I don't blame you, dog. I feel you.
And then, you know, from $1 million to then making $1 million a week, you're like, what the, like, you know, it's just, you know, you get you don't know who's your real friend. You don't know who really loves you. You know what I mean? It's like,
no, it's weird. I mean, I've been around a lot of people in my life, dog. Remember, dog, I'm 15 years older than you, so I feel you. Talking about better things, right? In general, at what point? How many cars did you have? Like, how many cars did you own at the most at one point?
At one point, like over 30. I lost track because I had cars like in other places, and you know, I was getting, you know, I like on my driveway, I had over 30.
Jesus Christ! What was the nicest out of all the cars?
I bought the Rolls Royce truck for Christmas. I liked it, but I'm more of a sports car type of guy. I mean, I bought the Aventador for like if you see it on my YouTube page, I bought it for like $525,000 cash.
Oh, so you had an SV then? You didn't have just regular Aventador. You had an SV, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Cullinan drive is amazing, dog. Just so you know, that car drives.
No, it does. Listen, Rolls Royce drives like nothing I've ever driven. Yeah. But it's too simple for me.
No, I feel you. I get you. So let me ask you a question. So what was your first car you had ever? You know, that you owned.
So the first car I bought ever.
Yeah, when you were a kid or when you're a teenager, when you're 21, whatever.
The first car I ever had was a 1964 Mustang, which my dad gave me.
Right.
And then he took it back. He was an Indian giver. But the first car,
it's a badass car, dog.
Yeah. No, it was amazing.
64 and a half is when they first came out.
For myself, it was olive green, and then he painted it red, and then he kept it. But yeah, the first car I've ever had was a Buick Century.
Oh shit! Ever. Okay, yeah, that's some humble beginnings. So, out of all the cars you've owned so far to date, you've driven the shit out of these things, right? What's the favorite car that you've ever owned to drive? You know, your favorite car you driven?
Just to drive and like fall back and is the Hellcat for sure. I'm not just saying that. I've said that when I had the Lambos in my driveway.
Why the Hellcat over the Demon?
Demons are slow. Demons are only made for a quarter mile. So you know what I mean?
It's true, though. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of people don't understand when you get a Demon, there's all the fucking configurations inside the car. You got to go through this. And when I see these Hellcats, motherfuckers is getting, I don't know the difference because I don't fuck with American cars like that. I don't really know. I don't know what the fuck a Scat Pack is. I don't know what the fuck all that means.
A Scat Pack, it was an original SRT, which 490 something horsepower. It's just a regular 392. That's a Scat Pack now. It used to be called an SRT8. Okay. But now they changed it to a Scat Pack.
Let me ask you a question. Did you like the Challenger Hellcat or the Charger Hellcat?
Charger.
Yeah, I like the Charger too, man. It's better. And you could do a lot of shit to it. So that's crazy. You like that car more than any. I mean, do you have a Hellcat now? Do you own one?
Yeah, I actually have the Red Eye, which is the Challenger Red Eye, which is the Demon motor, just not with a trans brake. And I have a 2020 wide body Hellcat Daytona Charger.
Right. For those of you who are listening right now, I've mentioned it before in the podcast prior, but Omi was kind of one of the reasons why I sealed the deal and just went to go grab a Chackhawk. It just was, there's nothing in that $100,000 range that just feels like that. And now that I've driven it 4 or 5 times, when I really nail it, that motherfucker is just instant beast. No, no slowing down here, no random this. It's just instant power, beast style, the whole fucking 9.
Yeah, the fastest truck in the world in production for period, and it's under $100,000.
Yeah.
Wait till you put a pulley on it, man.
when all this shit ends, I got downpipes and pulleys. I had a suspension. All this shit sitting in my garage already.
Man, that truck gets so fast, man.
I can't wait, man. What's the most money you've made in a single calendar year?
It's kind of hard, man, because like it's kind of hard.
Because you're in a case right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking over 20.
Okay. Yeah, you ain't got to get specific. I'm just saying you didn't touch 20. Okay.
Yeah, over 20.
Hey, bro, look, man, I never touched 20 in a year. You know what I'm saying? I think, but I mean, I did it for years, for very long. You know what I'm saying? Like I stacked for a long time. On a whole different note, right? I haven't even brought it up, and we're 20 minutes in right now, right? Real talk, man. How concerned are you about coronavirus?
At first, I thought it was like a government conspiracy. I've never been a conspiracy theorist, but like now that I see that, everything is really shut down.
Yeah.
And
it's
the
killing
realities
motherfuckers, bro. People dying.
No, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. People are literally like, it's concerning. I'm concerned now. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, have you told your kids about it? Have you talked to like your family? Like, have you?
Yeah. I refuse to even pick up my kids at this time. Like right now they're with their moms, isolated,
Smart.
and I refuse to even go get them.
That's smart.
The moms are mad at me right now. Oh, you're trying to be a deadbeat. Like, no, like they can catch corona.
Yeah, I mean, you have to act as if you got it already. You know what I'm saying? But you would know. I'll be real with you, if you had it. I think, no offense, just how you live and everything right now as you stand. It's a fucked up situation because it attacks obesity. And I don't mean that in a negative way. Trust me, I'm telling you just straight up. It's a fucked up situation.
Bro, listen, you're one of the inspirations, man, who get behind my ear, man. It's the reason why, like, I'm trying to lose weight, bro. I swear to God.
Right. I mean, how is your health, dog? How is your health overall? Like, real shit.
Like I told you, man. Like, I went to the doctors. My triglycerides, everything is 100%. He told me, my doctor. I have a young doctor now. He tells me, if you weren't sitting in front of me, and I didn't know you were a fat fuck, I would have thought you was a triathlete because your test came back 100%. Like, everything was on level. Like, I didn't have, high cholesterol. I didn't have high sugar. I didn't have nothing.
You
like,
mean
when I say
pressure?
nothing. No high blood pressure, no nothing.
Damn. That means that, you know what that means though, really? It means that inside in your mind and your spirit and your body, like deep inside you, you got to be happy. You feel good. You're a positive person because that's crazy because it's just not even... I mean, hold on.
360 pounds.
You're 360 right now.
Yeah, I'm down to 357. Thank you, by the way.
How much? You're such a fucking crazy dude. How much did you weigh when you were 18 years old?
18. So check this out. At 15, I was 250 pounds. Right. Because my dad used to fucking fry pigs, and then I went to prison. I went to juvenile facility. And I came back out at 160 pounds.
Holy shit.
I got on my shit.
And how old were you then?
17, 18.
So damn, 17, 18, you're 160. Holy shit.
Yeah, then I went back up to about 2, and then, my whole 20s, I was in like the 220 stage, 220 pounds, 228.
220 is cool, man.
I was in the 220s for a long time.
Let me ask you something. This ain't even on my list of questions. If you could pay $1 million right now to become,
yes, I would.
To become 200 pounds right now, would you do it?
Dude, I'll give every possession I have.
Yeah. Let me tell you something real quick. If someone told me, because I'm only like, 30 pounds. If someone told me I could get to 175 if someone told me I could get to 170, legit, 170 tomorrow for $1 million, I would do it. I wouldn't even blink one eye. The $1 million would be sent immediately.
Man, listen, they have the medicines to do it now, man.
No,
I know. They just don't want to release it.
I'm just talking about, like, I'm asking you, would you give $1 million to do it? And you're like, yeah, I just want to know. Yeah, I would do the same thing. That's crazy. Bro,
like, you don't understand. I wake up sometimes just hating the way I feel and look. If I can change anything, it'll be this.
You'll get to it, dog. You'll get to it, bro. I'm telling you, man. You're going to get to it, and we're gonna get you there, man. Because I think about it, I'm like, damn, man. I need this motherfucker.
My anxiety, it just brings my anxiety up, man. I look in the mirror and I can't breathe at times. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
How are you making money right now during the COVID-19 situation? Like, are you okay? Like, how are you generating any money right now?
Oh, no. I'm more than great right now, honestly. I just closed on a few properties, which, I just spent some money, but I mean, dude, believe it or not, man, I've made some. I can't really speak too much about it, but I made a lot of money. Like I just got 2 kitchens that I just did. I made over 100 grand in profit. You know, some really, really big places that I just did. So my construction company's moving. Remember, I have a shitload of tenants. I still have businesses that are running.
Right. I mean, but people aren't paying rent, dog. They're going to start running out of money. People are going to be able to pay rent like in 3 months, 2 months. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, that's fine. Like I don't right now, I'm telling all my tenants they don't have to pay me rent until the end of next month. You know what I mean?
What do you think, dog? Let's just say this shit goes until January, dog. You got enough saved up to chill, right? Just to be cool.
Oh, no, bro. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, bro.
Okay,
like,
that's good.
Realistically, I'm good. But when they first came, dude, I had $12 left.
Oh shit.
Swear to God, bro.
No, man, that's a real hustler, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. That's amazing. It's inspiring to me, even, you being younger. That makes me feel better about, the situation. It sucks, period. And I'm glad that we get it out there so people can understand, like, look, man, you could bounce back. You could hit adversity. You could hit fucking haters. You could have the federal government come after you.
You know what the number one thing is for me, man, is you're humble on your way up and you'll be humble on your way down. People think they're going to be on top forever. It's crazy. Life fluctuates and so does money. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I've always been, preaching from the top. Hey guys, save your money. Hey guys, do this. Hey guys. So when I fell down, I didn't need to go hide and be embarrassed.
No,
because you know what I mean.
You addressed
shit
it.
Happens.
You addressed
100%.
When and why did you start doing YouTube videos?
Believe it or not, I got a little depressed, man. I lost one of my brothers. I had moved to Orlando, and one of my brothers, he did 1 bag of heroin. This is why I don't agree with the heroin sale. I don't agree with fentanyl. I don't agree with that shit at all anymore. My brother did 1 bag of heroin because he was stressed out, which I wish he wouldn't have, but he did. He did 1 bag of heroin, which was laced with fentanyl. You know what I mean? 1 bag, and he just fell on his face and died. So that completely brought depression. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the shit that I sold when I was young. Imagine how other families felt when I've sold it or something.
Yeah.
Which I never heard of a case of, you know what I mean? But I don't know. But when you're young out there running around doing these things, you don't really think about it. You don't really think about, you just think about you're making money.
Oh, real talk.
Not knowing that you're affecting other families, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, that made me become even a better person. And then, watching my little brother, the way he took that death and watching him, struggle the way he struggled and then watching him get killed. A few months later, after I lost that brother, I lost 2 brothers back to back.
Damn. So that just inspired you to make some videos put on YouTube? I mean,
yeah, because I told him one time, I was like, dude, look, man, like, a lot of celebrities are in my DMs. Like, I must be doing something right. And he's like, dude, you should, like, I was talking to him about being a YouTuber. And he's like, man, you're going to do good at it, man, because you have the personality. I said, just do it. And, then him dying, back in, he died in January 5th of 19.
Yeah. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, and then a few months later, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, man. I'm going to just record my first video. Then I started recording. I started feeling better. I'm like, yo, this is actually fun.
Yeah. Have you ever connected with any other YouTubers that are in the car space at all or no?
Tall Guy Car Reviews, like Mr. Organic.
Right.
Lance Stewart lives right next to me. So, me and Lance are friends now. But besides that, a lot of these YouTubers are Caucasian, and
yeah,
they're like, especially now that the FBI thing, oh man, they don't want to even be seen with me.
Fuck them dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gravitate closer to you because you know what I'm saying, that with the white boys is on some weird shit. But let me ask you a question. So I didn't know you moved to Orlando. Like, Orlando's a weird. Listen, that's one of the. I've only been arrested a few times, right? But I've been arrested in Orlando. My boy does all these clubs out there. Why did you move back? I mean, would you ever consider going back, like maybe to Miami or something, where the weather's better? You could drive the cars.
I don't want to go to Miami, man. The lifestyle is a little too
fast.
Yeah, it's a little too flamboyant for me. Nah. I'm thinking of Vegas right now. Like
Oh,
that's
Vegas is
my
dog. Let me tell you this real quick. You would do real good in Vegas. One, you could buy a fucking mansion for nothing, right? You could have a ton of space, just like you want. You could just chill. Yeah, there's some parts where it's a little cold and it gets real hot, but you could have all your cars. I mean, I think you do good in Vegas, man. No taxes out there, income tax.
yeah, yeah, and what's hard over here is that even with a platform that I have, there's like you can't really you really can't move forward. It's like there's no progression here in Jersey and Philly. You know what I mean? I have to get out to the West Coast, and I see dudes getting so many opportunities and so many sponsorships, either through like Forgiato or Laxani or just what I mean. Just people, just especially with my kind of views right now, they flourish with sponsorships, and
Yeah, of
right now
course.
it's just I don't get them. You don't get them in the East Coast.
So I remember we was talking, man, and we was having a conversation, and you just lightly said it, and I was like, "Dad, I gotta ask him on the podcast, bro. You said you got shot, dog. Like, what the fuck, bro? Tell me about
Yeah.
that."
So and I was staying with my brother in this is 2005. I was staying with my brother, and we're living in this little house. At the time, we were selling weed, nothing major, and that was like the crack era.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we were just selling weed, and some dudes came knocking on the door for me. And around that time, I was a little loudmouth. Man, we got all this weed. You don't understand. And those are the type of people I despise now, motherfuckers who just talk too much. And that's what I was.
Yeah.
So one day, I have all my little cousins over. We're playing basketball on the first floor. Shooting some. We had a little basketball hoop, and we used to shoot for money. So I wound up going to the bathroom. I unlocked the window, lift the window up, and spit out the window. And I pushed the window down. I forgot to lock it. So I fell asleep, man, and I woke up. I had somebody there with a shotgun straight to my face. And all I heard was, "Don't move, don't turn around, don't look, don't turn around, don't look." And I kept getting smacked over the head with a gun repeatedly. So I'm thinking I'm in a dream.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I don't
feel you,
like
bro.
sometimes like
You're delirious. I know.
it felt surreal.
Right.
Surreal. So, I get drugged to the front room. All I remember is getting hit with the other side of the shotgun. Like getting hit, just getting like, dude, wailing on me. So all of a sudden, these dudes put like, those old school, over here in these row houses, we have these old school built-in chest in a wall. And they were built like in the early 1900s, but these come built in these row houses for some reason. And, these dudes stuffed me in this closet. They start wrapping sheets around me. And they were asking me where the weed is. I was like, listen, I have no idea. I was just screaming, like, what the fuck is going on? And it's crazy, man, because the neighbors always call the cops, because we made too much noise inside the house. But the one day that I was screaming and making a damn noise and a ruckus,
man.
they didn't call the cops. You know what I mean?
Fuck, man.
So all I remember is me trying to push one of the dudes through a window. And it didn't work. So he puts me in the closet. They put these sheets around my head. And, he asked me what was I going to say before I died. And I told him, I don't know what you want me to say. So, in this closet that he stuffed me in, there was a missing drawer in the bottom. So I put my foot in, I clenched tight. So what happened was the gun was behind my head. And when I moved forward, the gun tilted a little bit towards the back of my neck. And when he shot, I fell. Like, dude, I think I hit the ground before I heard the noise of the gun.
Damn.
And all I heard was fuck. All I tasted was just gunpowder. That's all I tasted. I was 18 at the time. Well, 17 going on 18 at the time.
The fuck? Like, so what's the outcome of it?
It was a robbery. So I'm gonna tell you what happened. So, I hear my girlfriend now screaming from the other, which is my first baby mom. I hear her screaming. So the motherfucker that was hitting me over the back and over the shoulders and my ribs, who broke all my ribs with a shotgun, he was now then raping her.
Oh man.
He proceeded to rape her. So, she was trying to fight him off. Dude, like, literally I was paralyzed from my neck down, bro. Like, I could just move my arms, not my legs. So I remember me crawling all the way over to the room, trying to gasp for air. And I kept feeling this pain in my lower back. My lower back is like, it was like a burning sensation. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I didn't believe in God to that point. I'm like, God, please don't let me die. But anyway, like I crawled all the way to her and I saw him on top of her, with his pants down. She's naked. And, he was trying to rape her. And, me going over there, I guess, from the second floor, they grabbed me. They threw me down the steps from the second floor to the first floor.
Jesus Christ.
Right? And then when they get down to the first floor, they was like, where the fuck is he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? I didn't know they had my brother, Dro, tied up in the first floor. But since I started making all that noise on the second floor, the other one had came up, and that allowed my brother time to run out the front door. So then they take me from the first floor. They start dragging me to the basement. They throw me down the basement steps. So in the basement, they were trying to flick the lights, but they couldn't get the lights on because the lights never had no light bulbs. So from the front of the steps, I'm already fucked up, man. I got, I had all my ribs broken. I'm shot. I'm bleeding everywhere. It's been over 10 minutes now that I've been shot. The only light that I can see was from the moon at the front of the house, from the basement. So I crawled to the front of the basement, and I heard 5 gunshots from the top. He was trying to shoot me from the top.
Jesus Christ.
Thinking that, he thought that I was still at the bottom of the steps. So for some reason, I'm like, you know what, God, don't let me die, That's why every time I look at the moon, I always think of that situation because I was looking at the moon when I was talking to him. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm ready to die. I can't go through this pain anymore. Somehow I got the power. My legs seemed to be working a little bit. I crawled all the way up back to the first floor. I laid on the couch and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna bleed out here. And when I got to the couch, all I remember is a cop running into my front door. So the dude who shot me was telling the cop that he was shot. So the cop was confused. He was looking at me and then he was looking at him. He was looking at me and then he was looking at him. And he was asking the other guy, where were you shot at? Where you shot at? So when the cop saw me, he walked towards me. He ran out the front door. The guy who shot me ran out the front door. And, the other guy got away from, the back window that he came in through. So they never, ever found him. The guy who shot me in the front, he wound up getting caught like 5 blocks away, Yeah, that was probably one of the worst things I've probably ever been through, man. Like, you know what I mean? And then this cop, yeah, bro, like I'm telling you, man.
What happened to the dude who raped your girlfriend? Like, they didn't get him?
Yeah. No, they never got him. They never saw him.
Man, fuck.
Never.
Would you think you could if you saw him in a lineup, could you recognize him or not?
Nah. I couldn't.
No, I hear you.
Honestly.
On that situation, adrenaline, everything. No, I get it. I believe
bro.
you.
Like I've always wondered who the fuck it was. I've always wondered, man.
Damn, dog.
Yeah,
I'd pay $10 million to make that motherfucker pull his nails out of his fucking fingers, and I'd fucking dog. I'd start slicing body parts.
It's fucked up, man. There was a cop there. The cop who was dragging me out the house. He was an older white guy, and I remember this young black cop came on the scene. And the young black cop was like, man, lay his ass right there. Ain't nothing we can do. And the white older cop was like, man, it's just a kid. I can't let him die. He just threw me in the back of his car. Dude, like, it felt like I was hallucinating, man.
Yeah,
like,
no, I believe you.
Nah, bro, listen. I
believe you, dog. That's the craziest story I've heard on my podcast.
No, sometimes I was like running behind the car, like chasing my own body. And then other times I'll wake up in the car looking up. And then I'll wake up chasing the car. Like, it felt like I was having like an out-of-body experience. Like if I was dying, but I was catching up to my body. I woke up 3 days later, handcuffed to the bed, being sent off to prison.
Listen, hold on. Why the fuck are you going to prison? You didn't do it. You were the one that got robbed.
Yeah, because, they found like 8 pounds of weed in the house.
Oh, my God. Okay,
I went to prison. I went to jail.
What I'm saying is, it only took 3 days for you to get back. Like, I mean, were you still injured when you went to jail? I mean, were you?
Oh no, bro! I was injured the entire time I was in jail. I couldn't walk. I couldn't talk. I couldn't do anything. And look, and the prison really fucked up, man, because I was in the infirmary for about 2 months, and then they put me in general population in 2 months, and they wouldn't grant me a bottom bunk, and I had to climb on top of the top bunk with the back of my neck oozing the way it was with broken ribs, and then I wound up getting stabbed about 8 times in jail.
Just by random haters?
Nah, yeah, because there were some bullies that was going around with trash bags and shit. Put your soups in here. Put your soups in here. And I'm like, man, I ain't giving you guys shit. I ain't giving you guys nothing. And I was like one of the first people to stand up to that shit. And I wound up getting stabbed and then sent to the hole for the rest of my time.
God damn. What was your bunkie like at that time?
Your
cellmate? No, when you had to be on the second bunk.
No. The crazy part is I was in a prison in Philadelphia called DC Detention Center. So it was 28 people to a pod. So there's 28 people with you caged in with the phones. Then there's 28 people next to you. You can see them through a gate. Yeah. Then there's 28 people under you, and then 28 people under you. And then across is the same thing, all four. Okay. So I was in a place like that. It was wide open.
Right. God damn, bro. Let me ask you, man. Do you get a lot of online hate? Like I don't really go check out your comments, right? But do you get a lot of haters in your comments?
Nah, I really don't. Believe it or not, man, there's always one or two. But bro, believe it or not, there's really not, man. People just, I guess enjoy the content because there's not a vlogger that that too many adults can go check out.
No, I hear you.
You know what I mean? Because everybody else caters to kids.
My fans are all a little immature. I got a lot of haters that follow me. They're secretly my fans. They want to see me succeed, and they also want to see me fail. It's the weirdest shit in the world, right? And I see them talking shit to you.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. Haters are your biggest fans, though, man. They're what thrive your business because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna watch you more loyally than the person who hates you because they want to see what you're always up to.
It's so true. I know. And trust me, dog. Trust me. This is something I've dealt with all my life. I've had haters since kindergarten, dog. Since show and tell Fridays. You know what I'm saying? Haters
are your marketing team, man.
Do you have any other hobbies besides cars and food and shit like that?
Believe it or not, man. I used to love racing remote control gas cars, man. I don't understand how that hobby just left me.
Oh, my cousin?
I want to get back into it.
My cousin who I own, I'll send you a text message. My cousin who I own IF&Co, my jewelry business with, he's addicted to it, dog. He got $2,000-$3,000 cars, $5,000. He set up a fucking racetrack on his fucking patio. And he lives in a high rise condo building. And I'll send you a video. Shit's crazy. He loves those things.
Yeah, dude, I was into them back in the day. HP. I used to race Hot Wheels through Hot Wheels tracks. That was the biggest moneymaker in Philly at one point underground, man. And I want to do that again one day. I want to open up a Hot Wheels track, which you make hundreds of thousands of dollars every month doing that, man.
Let me ask you a question, man. Does Meek Mill fuck with you?
Oh, you know what? We talk occasionally, through DM here and there, but you know what I mean?
No, I'm just curious because you're from Philly. I'm just curious, if Uzi or any of them Philly cats fuck with you,
Oh yeah, I talk to Uzi once in a while. I'll text him and he'll text back. But friendship wise, do we chill and everything? Not really.
Yeah, that's good. I can see you by
everybody's living their life. You know what I mean?
I think you similar to me, dog. I just kind of just stay by myself. Yeah, I have a podcast or interview. Some dumbass today in one of my comments was like, "Hey, bro, all you do is interview and talk about celebrities." Motherfucker, that's what do you think Joe Rogan does? What do you think the Tonight Show does? What do you think the fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean? And
people are weird, man.
I've known some of these people for 15, 20 years when they weren't famous. I know people from the beginning. I don't really try to go meet some next little young cat that's coming up. But anyways, man, Omi, real talk, dog. Where do you see yourself in 10 years, man?
I think after this whole situation is over with, I really see myself, being the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. I don't know, somehow I know that I'm going to get the shot. I know that I'm going to be doing something big, man. I just feel it. I feel it.
That's good, man. That's good. I mean,
and I've always, and it's something that I've always been good at, managing big money,
Is there anybody even, right now, not necessarily even in the past, I want to know now, is there anybody you look up to for inspiration, business, anything?
Oh, yeah. Believe I didn't remember telling you this, man, but not for nothing. I always wanted to be a jeweler.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. That's dope.
No, 100%. That's dude. It's crazy because I was my guy here, Danny Jewelry in Philly. I was actually partnering up with him before all this happened. And back in the days, all I used to watch your channel. Your little TV show you had.
Oh yeah,
I used to watch that shit on YouTube.
Well, it was on a cable network, and then what they did was they took the commercials out, dumbed them down, and made them like 11, 19-minute episodes. You know what I'm saying? Like smaller episodes, but it was really successful.
Yeah, but I didn't watch them. I didn't watch them on TV. I watched them through YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Dude, I love this.
I didn't really think much about the show. I did 2 seasons, right? 6 episodes each season. I can't tell you, like from Yachty to Uzi, so many people watch that shit. I didn't know people really fuck with that show like that, and if I'd have known, I would have did the 3rd season. I declined the 3rd season.
You know what it is? People are so fascinated with the way jewelry's made and all that, man. It's just really fascinating, man. There's a dude in the UK right now who's doing it. And he just makes little things for Nikes, and he's getting millions and millions of views. His fucking production is next level.
What's his name?
This dude is I don't even know his name, man. But his production is next level, man.
Oh, bro,
he's the master jeweler.
You mean production in the jewelry or production in the actual show?
The show and the way he does the jewelry. He handcrafts everything.
Oh, I mean, everything I do is handcrafted. And think about it. From then to now. Oh, bro, come on, dog. Where I'm at, bro, I won Jeweler of the Year in 2017. Like, no person on Instagram has even been nominated, let alone fucking even voted into it. They never been nominated. I won the bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but I see myself in the next 5 to 10 years too, doing what you and Johnny did back in the days. Like going up to all these freaking rappers and shit, pulling up with a big ass fucking suitcase.
Yeah,
I can see myself doing it.
It's a good hustle. It obviously moves the economy forward. It's a luxury thing. It's fun. It's hold on. What's the dude's name? Joe, right? Shine Jewelers. You fuck with them?
Do you know what's crazy? Right before this happened, I think I dropped like almost $300,000 with him.
Right. I never been there before, but yeah, no. I mean, I know Shine is. They're like
it's a little spot.
Oh, they're not big. They're not. I mean,
no. His shop is really small.
Oh, okay.
I think when I was there, I can barely fit back there myself. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit. Okay. No, I mean, dog, come on, bro. You know what I mean? My store, I've never seen anybody with a jewelry store like mine. That's just being real. Like, there's a lot of people who've been out. They just don't, especially for what I do.
Man, every time I ask you for something, man, you're like, you dodged my question, man.
Well, listen, we'll get it in after all this shit is done. And speaking of which, it leads up to my, we got like one question left, really. What's the first thing you're going to do once there's no more quarantine, coronavirus is done? Like, what's the first thing you're going to do?
I'm going to go to LA for sure.
Right. Okay.
I have to go to LA, man.
Yeah, I got the perfect hotel for you to stay at too. When you get to LA, man, I definitely got a spot for you to stay at. All right, dog. Look, man, I really appreciate everything, but there's the question I ask every single person who comes on my show. There's not one person I've never asked, and I ask them. This is the last question of the interview. Is there anything you want to ask me?
You know what? What made you not stick around Rockefeller?
Damn, man. You know what? I spoke about it.
I always wondered if you would have took that lane.
Yeah,
what would have happened?
I spoke about it recently. I don't remember if it was 4 episodes ago or 5 episodes ago. Never spoke about it publicly. Never had a conversation with Biggs about it because you obviously see, the original founder, CEO, 1/3 founder, and me, Dame is still cool. Me and obviously Biggs are still great friends. Me and Biggs are close. I don't talk to Jay obviously very much, but that's my dog. I just recently brought it up and I said, damn, could you fucking imagine if I didn't go with Dre, I didn't do whatever. I just said, you know what? I'm a rock boy. I'm an OG rock boy. Let me stay with rock. If I stayed with Rockefeller, well, first of all, I don't know why. Number one, I didn't believe in Jay-Z. Didn't think he was going to be as big as he was. That's the first mistake I had. And a lot of people know that. Some people don't. But the reason why I didn't was because I felt like the Dre lane was better. Now, I'm going to complete your question and go the other way. If I stayed with Jay, I can't even imagine because it was Rock Aware. There was so many different things. There was DJ. I could have DJ'd the tours because I was a DJ. I was a famous DJ. I put my boy up on the tour. My boy did the Rock the Mic tour and all of this shit. Or not, I forgot what the fuck it was called. Backstage, all that stuff. If I would have stayed with Rockefeller, I would have definitely ended up making millions in that lane for sure. Because even Tata, a lot of people, they ate really well. And there was so much. I just think it'd have been interesting, dog, and it'd have been a great thing. But whatever, life is.
I mean, I don't blame you, man, because that Dre lane, I thought that shit was when 50 came out, man, I thought that it was over.
Well, I mean, let's talk about legacies. If you're talking about NWA, Aftermath, Eminem, 50, and everything else, I mean, bro, you can't compare it to anything else. There's nothing. I mean, even with Kendrick Lamar, you're talking about the most successful in hip hop ever, even over than Drake and all of them. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of what these guys did and what the eras they ran. Dre kind of like once he got his 100 mil, or I'm sorry, once he got like his 800 mil off of beats or 600 mil off beats, he's kind of like, he's so fucking rich. I don't think, it's a different thing, but I don't ever regret the choices I made. I had some fallbacks here and there. It made me who I am today. And fuck it, dog. I love my life and I'm good, bro. So.
Damn, brother. That shit's dope.
Hey, man, listen, man, that's the end of the interview, man. I really appreciate, your time, dog. Omi, for real, man.
I appreciate you, man. You have no idea, man.
And I want you to stay safe, man. Yo, Miles, man, let me get a little music, man. Hit these people off with that Lakey Lake. Yo, so that I'm still tripping on that home invasion story. And shit got me fucked up. I couldn't imagine being beaten in the shit and watching my chick get raped. Like, fuck. I'd feel like my life had one purpose only after that point, and that's to bring out the Korean Liam Neeson in me and find that man. Like, you ever watch that movie Alpha Dog? And you see homie Ben Foster, how he plays fucking Peter Paul Mazursky, where the fuck he plays, and he goes to that party and he just starts shit with everyone looking for Johnny True Love, and he just goes fucking aggro ape shit. Like, that's the kind of I would even go even crazier. Yo, man, no disrespect to Omi, fuck, man, it just haunted me. And fuck, man, on some real shit, we got to stay positive, keep it pushing. Omi is living an amazing life now, and if anything, I want you guys to learn from how to turn tragedy into triumph, because that's exactly what my man Omar did. Kind of back to COVID a little bit, right? But obviously, you see, I've chilled out on it big time, right? Wuhan, China is back in business. I don't fucking, the place that founded the coronavirus is where it was born. The city is open. People are ecstatic. Cars and shit are driving all around. My thing is this. I know I said we got to be positive, but check game, man. We got to be real too, okay? There's no vaccine. So, I mean, look, I think an outbreak is bound to happen. I think it's going to happen in Japan too. Korea, I don't know, man, but I think Japan, could be an outbreak soon unless Japan starts getting their shit together, because they haven't really been testing. It's kind of a weird situation, but they are very hygienic over there. It's a different story. But look, man, with Wuhan and mainland China, I don't know if it's going to happen before summer or if it's going to happen later in the year, but there is going to be another outbreak and it's going to suck. All right. I think had we handled this like South Korea did and how New Zealand did, man, we would have lessened the suffering, with not just deaths and infection, but with our economy. And we could have had COVID-19 by the balls by now, all right? We could have treated it like the flu and just been on some super psycho shit about who we let into the country. When I think about it, if we knew about this shit in November, we could have fucking locked the motherfucking place down January 1st and been done with this shit by mid-March. And right now on this podcast, we'd be talking about me going fucking interviewing Ben Simmons or someone else to have, on the pod or whatever that was booked and all this other shit, and back to business and motherfuckers getting their jobs. I would help motherfuckers out. I'd be giving money out and doing whatever I could to help. But you know what, man? I just thought about this. Had we got on this shit in January and we found out about, we knew about it in November, yo, man, Kobe might be alive right now. Is that fucking crazy? But no, you know what? Our government sucks, right? They didn't fucking do what we're supposed to do. Speaking of sucky government, I posted a picture the other day of President Xi in the Salt Bay pose with Xi dropping droplets off his little, his little elbow and shit, like Salt Bay does, of the coronavirus instead of salt. And motherfuckers lost their mind. They didn't like my 5G. I have homies. My boy Tracy Mills, who was on the show, super OG, is trying to tell me that 5G, he's really believing this 5G thing. And it's, fuck, man, I'm not going to get into it, man. Look, bro, 5G is in a lot of places, okay? Coronavirus is in 184 countries. Let me tell y'all something. Even if 5G isn't in 5 countries, let's say it's in 30, it's not in 184 countries, okay? So I'm not going to elaborate on it. I'm not going to entertain it. Y'all motherfuckers y'all got to chill, right? Y'all on some flat earth shit, okay? But back to the picture of President Xi in the Salt Bay pose with the virus sprinkling out his fucking hands. I had every single Chinese celebrity, from actor to singer to rapper under the age 35, hit my DM, hit me on a text, call me, they WhatsApp me, they fucking WeChat me. Listen, I even got into it with a rapper from the group, the Higher Brothers. It's a real popular Chinese rap group. They're really like a big hip hop group in China, right? Dude came at me sideways. He called me a banana bitch boy or some shit. I don't know if that's some Chinese shit. He came left. He didn't go right unless he just kept going left, right. If he went to left, right, I would have to fly to mainland and whoop dude's ass, right? So before I explain my post to dude and explain myself to dude, I said, check this out. I even sent dude a voice note because I wasn't about to type no shit. I said, homeboy, I don't know how good your English is. I know you've shopped at IF & Co. He called my jewelry shitty and all this other bullshit. I said, listen, dog, check this out. Listen to me carefully. The next time you or anyone from your 88 Rising record label, including Rich Brian, aka Rich Chigga, anyone from your crew, and I know you got crew here in USA, anytime you motherfuckers enter America, I will have you fucked up. I will have you fucked around and robbed, homie. Don't play with me. You must be out of your motherfucking mind, bro. I will slap the orange chicken out of you. Anyways, the point of my post was, and we squashed it. Dude was like, yo, love is love, blah, 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 whatever. And it was all good. I think motherfucker got me really confused. Or he got me mixed up with someone else in China where they had a government where they covered shit. Listen, bro, we got guns over here. We got stupid shit. We got motherfuckers ready to risk it, do different things. Man, bro, again, man, I'm not responsible for what you understand. I'm only responsible for what the fuck I say. If that didn't make sense to you, then you shouldn't be listening to this podcast, okay? But look, I don't fuck with the CCP. CCP stands for Chinese Communist Party, which Xi is the chairman of, okay? None of these people who messaged me are from the CCP. In fact, nobody I have ever met from China, no matter what background, okay, no matter what fucking status they're in, okay, what class, since the fucking 80s, has any of the motherfucking Chinese people I know backed the CCP, okay? Now, I get it. You Chinese nationalists are very proud to be Chinese. You're proud of your country. Look, I got love for you and China, but I don't fuck with your government. I don't fuck with the CCP, okay? If anybody said fuck Donald Trump from outside the United States of America, I wouldn't take it personal. I wouldn't even think you guys were against us, okay? Because Dick Stain Donald Trump is the dumbest fucking idiot to ever hold office in our country. Which, by the way, that drug that Trump keeps fucking pushing, that hydroxychloroquine. Look, man, yeah, it didn't take much to fucking find out that Trump owns a stake in the stock of the pharmaceutical company that makes that drug. So go figure. Trump, fucking scumbag cocksucker. Okay, back to all the mad Chinese kids on social media. Look, I said what I said. But damn, these dudes was blowing up my WeChat and my Weibo like, bro, like, y'all gotta fucking chill. All right, I get it, man. Y'all are proud. Okay, I know there's a lot of racism, a lot of xenophobia going on. I know Asians are getting attacked here and there. But look, how the fuck is y'all gonna get mad in China about what the fuck's going on over here? And I get it. Y'all passionate. You understand. You don't want to see old Chinese people get beat up or women get acid poured on their heads and people want to speak on it. Look, man, the shit is so fucking stupid. One, why the motherfucker you fight? I know that lady was just coming out of her house and some random shit people were getting attacked and there's some weird shit. Look, man, motherfuckers are going to get killed off this shit. And I don't give a fuck. It's going to be ugly, man. It's just ignorance. I don't know how much I can speak on the ignorance, but I need to get into some fucking yoga and some meditation. Look, man, fuck them IG exercise or the motherfucking, I see Yes Jules and my girl Ami Song are doing these little workout shits on Instagram. Like, man, one of you motherfuckers get in some yoga shit because I need to get my meditation. I need to do some yoga for real. What else is going on in the world? Oh yeah, J-Lo is bummed out that her wedding plans will be delayed now and they'll be postponed due to COVID-19. Well, check this out, Jenny. You've been married like 4 times. So you and A-Rod can wait a little bit more, okay? Or you can hit the Little White Chapel in Vegas or some shit, but it ain't that deep, all right? You know whose wedding got delayed and whose wedding is getting postponed? Huh? Jordan Winter. Yep. Jordan Winter, a.k.a. one half of the Dust Brothers. And we had an epic weekend of debauchery planned next month in Miami. But that's not going to happen, I guess, right? Which, fuck, man. I could definitely use some Miami right now. But they got motherfuckers over there flaming right now. I mean, that's a hot spot over there with the COVID. They cooking over there. So I downloaded this app called Truebill, and it keeps tabs on all your bills for real. Like, you basically give access to your check. It's secure. If I give access to my banking accounts, you don't think you motherfuckers could? And I'm not talking shit, I'm just being real. But it keeps track of all your bills. You can, you give them access to your credit cards, all your online credit card apps, your checking account, boom. And you can have it help you cut down your bills. And like it'll show you like what your monthly spending is. If you have too many, you might subscribe to too many monthly things and be like, yo, man, you can cut this shit out here. And you could just do it with the app. It's super cheap. Like you could choose between like $2 or $3 or $5, $6. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's a weird community app, but it's dope. And they have people out there. I guess they have like people who negotiate a bill for you. Like they think that your Sirius subscription is too high. They'll actually sit and talk to Sirius at this point and try to get the shit down, because they even hit me up. They're like, we think that your Sirius subscription for Sirius XM radio is too high. And like, look, man, I got 6 cars, right? And it is kind of high because there should be some sort of Apple Music way of paying, right? Apple Music is $9.99 a month, and you get it across all your iOS devices. So the shit should work with Sirius too. It should be available online. It should be available on a mini player if you have one. It should be available all your cars. You shouldn't have 6 individual fucking bills for fucking one thing. It's stupid. It's like $20-$25 a car, which is bullshit. Anyways, this app took quite a bit of my time yesterday, and I said, fuck this. Look, man, you know what? I'm going to fucking organize all my shit. Let me buckle down my bills and start trimming some fat. I began with cutting out all my premium channels on DirecTV. My DirecTV bill was like fucking $380 something or $400 a month. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I got that shit down to like $120. And I don't watch HBO. I don't watch any of the motherfucking premium channel. I don't watch none of that shit. If I want to watch HBO or Stars for like a TV series or something, I could just do it for that month on Amazon Prime, and it's way cheaper. And I could just cancel so much easier, right? I had 6 fucking cell phone lines because my kids and shit, and I have tablets, iPads and stuff. And, T-Mobile sponsors, but they only sponsor 2 lines. It's me and my wife, right? So I cut my kids' phones out. They had all 3 of them had their own accounts, and they could just use Wi-Fi because they ain't going no motherfucking where, right? I took my tablet out. Then I cut some other shit, and no bullshit, I cut out almost $20,000 in monthly bills. 20 fucking grand in monthly. Man, my bills were fucking crazy. Okay. And for my employees who I'm paying today, right now, I'm paying my employees between 50 to 100% of their actual paycheck when 90%, 95% aren't even working. Okay. I'm just paying these people to stay home. All right. And I'm talking about mostly like the people who work in my home. Okay. But I'm going to extend that to June. And then I'm going to make a decision because, look, man, it sucks. But I mean, it's just something I have to do. I can't just keep paying motherfuckers to stay home, and shit's bad everywhere. And the fact that they're still getting paid. And I don't know, I'll figure something out because I can't bring somebody who lives in a house with 5 other people and all 5 people go working here and there. I cannot bring coronavirus into my house. If the curve really goes down, things go out, with my son, London, that's the most important thing. Maybe I, provide N95 masks for my housekeeper, nanny, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. But what I do know is I am so fucking grateful to live the way I do. And just, I was just giving away money to these companies. And, I got rid of a couple cars. I'm just staying home. So what the fuck do I need all this shit for, right? I'm already saving a ton of money by staying home. So I was like, fuck this. Let me save some more because I ain't about, who knows when the fuck my next income, or where my next real money is going to come from, right? And by the way, that wasn't an ad for that fucking app. I just fucking saw a commercial. I don't know if it was on Instagram, if it was on fucking TV, and I just fucking downloaded it. And I have a CPA. Shout out to my boy Suleiman. Suleiman holds me down, but I am the kind of person that is very hands-on. I'm a control freak. I always want to know where I stand financially. I'm involved with every dollar. I don't know, man. I'm thinking right now, just sidebar. Sometimes I have people who send me a payment and it's like, I'm talking like 200 bands. And these are people who get, who live in a $10 million house and then the money ain't there. Like, oh, I got to move some money around. I got to do this and this. And it's like, motherfucker, you don't pay attention to what's inside your accounts. Like, I could never let, I see 2,000 missing. I'm checking for it, period. I always will. In other news, I was listening to bits and pieces of Tom Brady's interview on the Howard Stern show. And I caught it on an IG channel, and then I decided to go on YouTube. But I don't know if most of you guys know this, but I can't stand Tom Brady. Like, fuck Tom Brady, right? In fact, I hate Tom Brady almost as much as I hate LeBron, right? And I'm not going to get into the whole Tuck rule, that whole shit, because it's a whole different time in my life. But he said his wife, Giselle, wasn't fucking with him, right? She wasn't feeling him. There was some weird shit that was going on. I don't know how recent. I couldn't really gauge it, but somewhat recent because they're married. And this is during their marriage, right? And throughout their marriage and whatever. And so she was tripping on him because he was so focused on football. Of course, this motherfucker is, starting quarterback. I will not say he's the greatest. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. This is the one where I don't give a fuck about the comebacks or anything else. I think everyone else I think the timing was right for him. I won't give it to skill. But he's focused on football. And then when the football season ended, he would go focus on his other business ventures. And then when that was done, he's back to practice. And then he's getting ready for football again, right? And she wasn't having it. And any married woman of the house, remember that bitch, look, Giselle was a supermodel, making fucking stupid M's modeling. She's the biggest, crushing it. I have never been a fan of Giselle, never was. I think people were gassed on it. Well, I ain't gonna say it because she's my friend. But yeah, Giselle's like, I just, look, man, she was making paper. She became a housewife, she became domesticated, and in a way she it's crazy because she's so fucking famous, right? And she's huge in her world, and her world doesn't really collab with Tom Brady's world. It's a weird thing, and Tom Brady's a Cali boy, yes, but it was just like two different weird things, and she almost took second billing in that relationship. She fell back when his shadow kind of, right? And maybe vice versa, but, any woman of the house that holds down the house and is strong is not going to have it, all right? Even if you got paper. I guess Giselle's like, yo, when are you going to contribute to your share of the house? And look, I felt that shit heavy. No lie. Even though I'm the breadwinner in my home and I provide in our home, I realize now how hands-on I am with the kids, daddy gang, all that shit. I was out of town last year a shitload, right? I spent 160 nights in a hotel last year. All right. And when I was home, I was busy as fuck making chains. And every other moment I had, I spent as much as I could with my kids, FaceTime them. And the crazy thing is, as much as I was out of town, I probably spent more time with my kids and involved in my kids' lives than still a lot of motherfuckers I see that living home with their kids and everything else is crazy. But anyways, today, now in this quarantine, I'm a fucking dad. I'm a businessman. I'm a teacher now. All right. And so is my wife. She's the teacher and the principal. It's fucking crazy, okay? We have parent-teacher conferences in our home with each other. It's really fucking mind-blowing, all right? My kids they got 4 to 5 hours of homework every single fucking day, except Saturday and Sundays, all right? And even on the weekend, some days, they had to play catch-up. So, I'm spending more time with my kids now than ever. And it's fucking great. Okay. But I'm exhausted and I'm busy. Whereas people are like, oh, I'm bored here and there. I ain't bored. I got 3 fucking kids. They're going crazy in the fucking house. And it's a lot. I realized how much I missed out while I was out of town in certain things and how fast my kids grow. And you never get that back ever. You will never get that back. And another thing too is a lot of people, couples, married couples, just people that are together, they're fighting more. There's more domestic violence going on and there's more child abuse. And you got to remember, everything you say, you're a mirror to your kids. They hear everything you fucking say. And I started realizing how fucking smart London is. He hears everything. I might talk about death and certain things. He gets very sensitive. He gets nightmares because I talked about death or certain shit. I was wearing my fuck Trump shirt the other day and Ryder was like, oh, that's a bad word on your shirt. And I was like, whoa, man, fuck, I got to be careful, And another thing I realized is how much my wife does to hold down the house. She really has to fuck. It drives her crazy. I'm surprised my wife hasn't gone to alcoholism, And my mother-in-law helps out an amazing amount too. But obviously right now at this moment, it's a little difficult for that. But I personally want to crack the whip a little more with cleanliness and the shit, that organization in the house. I got this OCD, but I let it go. The man cave, I won't let it go. It's fucking pristine, spick and span. I fuck myself, even though I got a motherfucking housekeeper coming in 4 or 5 days a week. They don't even they dust a little bit downstairs. I handle all mine in the man cave. But it's really tough since the kids are locked in. They're quarantined here and there. We try to go on bike rides here and there. I want them to be happy. So I don't want to whoop it. I don't want to whoop their ass. I don't want to spank these kids. I don't want to even yell and shit. And I feel bad because I really want my kids to have the best time during these shitty times. So I'm not going to complain. I have nothing to complain about. All right. I am blessed. I was just checking out Rotten Tomatoes to see what new movies are coming out because I'm hyped about, the movies are dropping now at home on stream. Same day they'd come out in movie theaters, and there ain't no new movies coming out that I've been checking for. Like nothing real good. If you guys hear anything coming out, I checked even the upcoming shit's like crazy. I checked all the way to February. It's like, this shit's like, it's motherfucking slow, bro. I don't know if they postponed shit or whatever. And I know some movies got postponed, but actually Top Gun, I'm looking forward to see that. There's a couple other things. I think the James Bond joint, I thought I was supposed to get pushed back, but November. Bosch is coming in a week. I cannot motherfucking wait. That is the best TV show, period. Amazon Prime. Cannot wait for Bosch. So fucking sad. There's only 2 more seasons left. This new one, and I think 1 more. You guys want that shit is, man, I might refresh on Bosch. I just bought that movie, A Kid from Coney Island, Stephon Marbury story, so I can't wait to watch that shit this weekend. Shout out to my boy Rich Kleiman, my man Kevin Durant. By the way, Kevin Durant is doing much better. He's all good. I think he's clear of the fucking COVID-19. The entertainment of the week on Instagram came from, surprisingly, Trax NYC. He went the fuck off on my boy Ad Killer. He went fucking crazy. And now, I hate to say it, Ad Killer, you got to put hands on Max. Okay? There's no turning back. You got no choice. He done disrespected the fuck out of you. I had both of them on my Instagram live a few days ago, and I tried to instigate some shit. I was playing devil advocate. I was playing the motherfucker. I was playing each side. I was playing both sides of the fence, and I was trying to create more beef. But Trax wasn't having it. He was trying to be chill, but he went fucking crazy in this video. All right. And let me tell you something. If Trax had gone that tough with me, yeah, no, we wouldn't have made a peace treaty. I would have went and whooped his ass. I would have went in there and fucked it up. I'd have fucked his whole store. I would have went crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I love violence. So I would have been waiting outside his store and waiting for all the smoke. But no, me and Max are good now. It's just, I just don't want him to be fucking the dude who just starts fucking going crazy and ham on fucking jewelers. I don't know. It's fucking hilarious. I wish all this COVID shit wasn't going on because I would love to fucking see Trax NYC and Ad Killer box. All right. Look, I got to fucking stop. That's enough. All right. Look, in fact, on that note, that's a fucking wrap. All right. That's episode 71, people. Look, I love you guys. I did a couple podcasts this week, so make sure you look out for them. I think one of them's out part 2 of the Jordan Belfort on the Wolf's Den. It's the Wolf of Wall Street. That's out. Part 2 just came out yesterday. The Green Room with Be Real. We talk about the COVID shit situation. And then Hype Beast. Yes, Hype Beast with Jeff Staple, the Business of Hype COVID edition. I am in that, so check that out. Look, man, thank you all for tuning in. The haters too. You are probably a majority of the reason why Behind the Baller is now in the top 25 on Apple Podcasts. We not fucking around, yo. We trending in the COVID space. Like I said, we whooping ass. Look, when we drop a new episode, we hit them charts hard. Even when we sit in the cut, days after the episode's been out, I still got episodes, in the top 100. You haters are so fucking infatuated with me. It's crazy. It's a blessing. Thank you guys, right? Thank you, haters. Thank you, lovers. Keep your heads up, everyone, people. All right? Be safe. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Until the weekend wrap up, Mr. Lakey, can you please take us home? Peace.